guys, Nicola again. Welcome back to my channel. So I've received a request to do this look, which is a bit soft, romantic, it's a little bit smoky and sultry at the same time. This is perfect for when you want to look like you haven't made much effort yet want to look your best. Right, let's get started. So I'll be starting with the Chanel Sublimage foundation. Using the foundation brush that comes with the foundation, I'm dabbing foundation on my face. I'm just demoing here. If you want to see how I actually do it, then please watch my beauty favorites of 2022. Next, I'm taking on some concealer from Laura Mercier, and this is one of my favorites. And I'm doing this weird thing where I'm opening the concealer weirdly because the light source is turning itself off all the time, so yeah, please bear with me. So I'm putting the concealer onto the dark areas of my face. For the under eye and the shadows next to my nose, I am putting it towards the same direction to cover the obvious shadows, whereas for the corner of my eyes as well as the outer edge of my lips, I'm putting the concealer in an upward direction instead. This will create a more lifted look for your eyes and your lips so that your eyes look more smiley and your lips look more lifted, and that you might be smiling already even when you're not. So this is great for when you have a resting bitch face and you don't want to have to smile more to make people think that you are not actually grumpy, which is something that I could really do with having some help with as well. If people can see that you're happy, then it's win-win for everyone, right? Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. So I'm going to use another concealer from Hourglass now. This is one that is in a lighter shade, and I normally use this to get rid of any further dark circles that are really stubborn. So I put that in my dark circles where it's got the darkest edge and line to it, and I use a dabbing motion to diffuse this without spreading the product too much. The areas around my lips are often a bit red as well, so I'm using this more yellow tone concealer to get rid of the redness and also use it as a light highlight as well around the bridge of my nose. And I'm just gonna blend until it's all seamless. It's really important to make sure that the highlight you put on your nose is straight as well. Otherwise your nose will be a bit wonky. Right, so now I'll move on to the brows. I'm using the Hourglass brow gel. I'm just using it on the short side first. Going through my brows. It's really easy to use. I really love it. It's just a no-brainer every day for me. On the days when my skin's very dry, I like to use the Hourglass finishing powder also as a setting powder as well. And first I'll do the eye to kind of set the under eye first, and then I'll move on to setting the makeup on the rest of my face using a dabbing motion. And once I've fully deposited the products, don't forget to set the eyelids as well before buffing the rest of the powder into the face. Now we are onto the hero product that creates this soft, sultry look. This is the Tom Ford Eye Color Quad Creme in the shade 37 Smoky Quartz. First, I'll use the top left shade, which is a light brown, to create the overall contours of my eyes first. So I'm picking up one of the brushes that are within the quad, and it is one of the fluffy slanted brush, and I'll dip that into the pan. As you can see, I've used it a fair amount already, and it goes on really smoothly like butter, even though it's got a slightly creamy consistency, but it's mainly in a powder form that, you know, like you would use in a normal powder eyeshadow. So it has the best of both worlds between the cream and the powder, while feeling like more like a, you know, powder format, so it's easy for use no matter whether you are a beginner or more advanced user. And now I'll move on to the top right color, which is a light kind of peachy pink with a hint of kind of rosiness to it, and I'm kind of putting it in that lower half of where I deposited the brown. And you can see it's already creating quite an impact while being soft and smoky at the same time. And I'm just using the brush to kind of blend out the edges and kind of take it up a little bit, so then it has got like a gradient of colors with less of the pink on the top side. And now I'm cleaning my brush to blend out the rest of the colors so that it can create a vibe of all the colors are part of my natural face, so that you can't really see the lines of where it starts and ends. I also used the concealer brush earlier to kind of clean up the edges as well to make it look even more seamless. And then now I'm gonna be cleaning brush again and use the sponge applicator to apply this darker rosy mauvey pink with a hint of brown in it, and I apply this very near to my lash line and then slowly blend it upwards as well, so it creates another layer of gradient. So this is 3 different colors all together to create that kind of soft diffused look. If you don't look closely, it almost looks like it is naturally this color of what you look like without any makeup. It might look like it's very strong at the moment, but once I've got the rest of the makeup on, including the blushes, then it will look like that's very natural and part of your real skin color. So I'm just adding some colors at the bottom lash line, just kind of roughly because I'll clean up afterwards. I'm using the concealer brush again just to kind of clean this up. That's the great things about using kind of a hybrid cream powder eyeshadow, that you can easily clean up. And then going back to the lighter peachy pink shade, I'm kind of filling that in to the inner corners. I'm going back to the fluffy brush, putting it against my hand to make sure the brush is clean, and I'm doing one final blend to make sure all the colors are nicely blended out, both on the top lash line and also at the bottom lash line as well. So using the pointed sponge applicator, I'm going into darker shade, which is kind of a dark brown color, and I'm using it to create a wing and the outer edge of my eyes. I'm just doing it at the ends, and I'm doing the same on the other side as well. It's really good that the applicator itself allows you to not just create eyeshadow but also use it for eyeliner as well. This is really great for when you need to go travel, as well as, you know, wanting to create a softer look. And when the eyeshadow palette is used with your own makeup brush, it can create a stronger look. So you have different choices as well if that's what you wish for. I also put some of the darker shades on the bottom lash line as well to create darker outer V, but this is also to mimic kind of the colors that you will see if you're, you know, if you have natural contours of your eye. Going back to the lighter pinky shade and use it to emphasize the central part of my eye to add some more color and then blend more so that it creates a bit more focal point. Don't forget to also blend out the edges again so that everything is seamless. I just really love this formula. I can just sit here and blend away. Yay, onto my next favourite step, putting on blushes, and this is the Tower 28 cream blush in the colour called Magic Hour. Usually, the only cream products I liked are blushes, but this is the product that makes me feel like the formulation of cream products have improved so much that I just want to put cream products all over my face. Oh, it's definitely not love at first sight. I love it more and more every single time. Let's just take a moment and look at how easy it is to blend. I can just watch this all day. Just take it off and put it back on again if I can, but that would hurt my face. So I'm just gonna watch this again and again. Not a vain person at all, but look at that colour. Oh my god. Put it up to pimples as well, like I do, and that kind of gives it an overall look to blend out all the colours. It works really well with the eyeshadow, as you can see here. It just kind of brings a whole look together. You can't tell that there is a really strong smokiness to this eye anymore because everything is blended together, and it makes it look like, you know, that is your natural colour. Just make it look like you have a natural flush. Taking a nudie brown lip liner, I'm using it to line my lips as well as filling it up a little bit as well to create a base colour for what I'm going to put on top. Don't forget to line your lips all the way around as well, like including the corners. To make the lips even more kissable, I'm overlining my lips a little bit near my cupid's bow. Take a concealer brush and swipe vertically on the corners of your lips. This will allow your lips to appear more narrow and therefore more pouty. I've decided to go tone on tone with my lips today, but you can equally use a lighter pink shade here. And I just dab the colour in onto my lips. For mascara, opt for something that is natural. For highlighter, I'm using this Suqqu one that has got a bit of a marble effect. I'm using the brush that it provides to put it on the high points of my cheek. Note that I'm actually putting not at the widest part of my face, but kind of slightly inside, so that it's softer, more feminine look. By not emphasizing on the contours of your cheekbone, you're inadvertently creating a softer outer edge of your face, which will make the outer edges of your face look more streamlined and softer. As this highlighter has got a champagne golden sheen, is very good to use for nighttime as well, that you can also use on the bridge of your nose and extend a little bit on your forehead as well, so you can see more to which direction I move my head. You know, it is following the natural brightness of where the light should hit. Feel like you already have lots of layers and still not done? This is the Savior from Suqqu, which is a finishing powder. It has this amazing quality that it makes your skin look really nice and clear, almost in a glass-like finish. By putting a layer on, as you can see on the left hand side, it looks as though you are being seen through glass, and it is like so porcelain-like but so clear at the same time that if you knock on it, it will go cling like a crystal glass. It instantly looks very natural, and it's got like a very skin-like natural finish that you are glowing from within, and all the colours and makeup that you put on are naturally like coming from within your skin rather than makeup. To bring all the features together, how can you forget about the nose contour? So I'm using an ashy brown that is in a lighter colour to start by filling in the areas where I most need some more extra shadow. General rule of thumb is to start from where you need it the most and then blend it outwards to create a natural gradient of shadow itself. Once you've placed your product, and then you can slowly blend it away from the darkest area, and then also near the tips of the nose as well. Don't forget to blend until it's all seamless and look natural. Don't forget to blend out the outer edge of the nose contour as well, so that you can have the edges of the nose also as you would if you were having a bit more nose as well. This technique is useful if you want your nose to take up more space on your face to make your face appear smaller. And this is the final look. I'm showing you in a different lighting and a more usual setting, so you can see how the makeup looks like, and this is how it looks like in a different lighting as well, so you can compare how it might look. Please hit like, comment and subscribe, as I really like to see you again. I'll see you next time. Bye.